chicken, I'm gonna put some adobo. I just cover all of the chickens with the adobo. Some onion powder, 1 layer over it. Roasted garlic. Black pepper. Cover the chicken with the seasoning. And a little bit of something that Skinny left at the house. I'm gonna try it. Just a little bit though, I don't know. It just looks really good. Oh, it says rotisserie chicken. And 1 pack of sazon. Mix it all up. So now I'm gonna fry my chicken. Make sure your oil is hot. If you have to test one chicken first, just dip it in there and see if it's hot. If it's not doing, it's not ready. I'm gonna attempt to fit all of the chicken in there. Let me turn on my fan. Remember to like heat up your oil for like 5 minutes. That's what I did. While I was seasoning my chicken, I had my oil on the oven getting hot. So that's what chicken do. I mean, you don't have to overstuff your pot like how I did mine. Let me see. But I want to just fry everything at once. I don't want to have to do two takes. And while your chicken is frying, you can start preparing to make your rice and beans. So let me get my water ready and I'll be right back. So now I'm preparing to make my rice. I put a little bit of oil on there so that way the rice don't stick together. You can use butter. Butter works, but I use oil. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in there. Cover it and let it steam. And when it comes to a boil is when I'll add the rice. Okay, so now my water is steaming. I'm gonna add my rice. I use long grain rice. I like long rice. Alright, you're just gonna add enough rice until it's the surface. You need about this much water from the rice. And then you leave it, let the water boil down, and that's when I cover with foil paper and the top to let the rice steam. Everyone cook their rice different. This is how I like to cook mine. So while I let my water boil down on my rice, I'm gonna turn the chicken. This video won't be as long as the other one because it's a quick meal and I don't have nobody helping me. Cause Andrew don't want to help me. And you sitting down, he's sitting down. He's sitting down freaking doing nothing. Whatever. I'll show y'all how I do my chicken. So now I'm turning my chicken. I let it cook for about 10 minutes on that side. I like to dry my chicken out. If you don't like your chicken dried out, you don't have to, but I love crunchy chicken. Oh my god. So my chicken will be crunchy. I'm taking it out once it's dry. You don't have to dry yours out though. You can take it out until when you're ready to take it out. These chickens will be frying for about 30 minutes. So my water boiled down. Let me see if you guys can see. Oh, you can't see. Oh well. But my water boiled down. I see no water on the top. So now I'm gonna turn my oven down really low, like the lowest. And then I'm gonna cover it with a piece of foil paper and this, and let it steam. And then every 5 minutes I'll come check on it, stir it. So now I'm preparing to make my beans. What you would need for this is adobo, black pepper, parsley, sesame, and tomato sauce and vinegar. I cut them up big like that. See what happens when you don't have help? My rice getting mixing. Now we can go back to. Oh, and let me cover it back. Cover back my rice. So I'm gonna cut. Back to this chicken. We're gonna turn them. I could get you know those clamp things, but I said I'm old-fashioned. Shit, I like it this way, the struggle way. Oh, we always gotta get all advanced and shit. The get burned way. I want to get burned. Okay, so now I moved my rice over so that way I can have a clear view. You're gonna put like a little dab of oil in your pan. You can use butter and or olive oil, but I'm gonna use oil. And you're gonna let that get a little hot. Turn it up. What you're gonna do is let your stir fry your onions, your peppers, and your tomatoes together. First put your tomatoes in there because it takes a while for your tomatoes to cook. And you don't want hard ass tomatoes in your beans. This is the Spanish way. So let that stir fry in there. I'm actually gonna add my, if you chop them up fine. Did you hear that chicken fine? Fine, that should be good. And my onions and peppers. That in there. Put my oven down. See? Then I can stir fry. Let it stir fry. Alright. When you know it's time to add your beans, it's when the potato and everything starts sticking to the bottom. You want to keep mixing too because you don't want it to stick to the bottom as well. I'm gonna add some garlic in there to start stir frying up. About a spoonful. Keep mixing. You don't want it to stick to the bottom. Marinating and everything. Have your stove on low. Remember that. Have it on low. And when your onions get clear is when you add your beans. So I'm gonna add my beans now. My Goya beans. Remember to put a little bit of water in there to get all the flavors from the bottom of the beans. Like a half of the can. You just want to scoop up the flavors that's in there. I'm gonna add like a little bit more garlic. A half a spoon of garlic. Some adobo, some parsley, some black pepper. I look like I'm shaking a lot, but it's because the seasoning isn't coming out, so I'm really not throwing a lot of seasoning. Ow! The oil burned me. And like 3 shakes of your tomato sauce. And 1 cap of vinegar. I know it's weird, but I don't know, it does something to the beans. It tastes so good. You don't even want to put like a half of a cap. Actually, not even a whole cap. A half of a cap, because you don't want it to have a strong vinegar taste. And yes, the song. Mix that thing up. Let me zoom in. And cover it and let it cook. Put it on low. Now back to my chicken. Yes, this is how I love my chicken. Dried out and crunchy. It needs like 2 more minutes on one side. They're actually done. Yeah, they're done. Get like a bowl or something and put napkins in there so that when you get the chicken, the oil, it won't stay oily. And I didn't dip my chicken in any type of like flour or anything because I hate that. I hate when floured chicken. Ugh, I hate that. I like it like this because it's even more crunchy. And I really like to fry my chicken out because when you put the sauce, after a while, you know, like you're not going to eat all the chicken at once. If you don't, it's going to get soggy. So this way it stays with a crunch. It don't get too soggy and the skin don't be all mushy. I hate that. I hate when I ask for barbecue chicken and the chicken, because the sauce, when I get home, the sauce got the chicken all soggy. So I dry my chicken out. That one needed to cook a little more. And ta-da, my dried chicken. You know what my crazy ass forgot to do? I forgot to add my thyme in my beans, but it's not too late since I just put it in there. I swapped it back out. I put 2 sticks. I put the whole stick inside of the beans. So, you know what? This one is like really full, so I'm just gonna add 1 of them in there and mix it. Of course, you're not gonna eat this stick, but that adds so much flavor to everything. put it back on, let it steam. So now I'm gonna cut my peppers for chicken. Long ways, just like the rasta pasta. Just like how you cut the peppers for the rasta pasta, it's the same way you're gonna cut these. You can use any barbecue, so I use the spicy honey barbecue, but they say spicy honey barbecue, but it's never ever spicy or taste sweet or any of that stuff. I'm gonna add like a little bit of water in there, just a little dab. Just shake it up. Pour the rest in there. So pour your barbecue in a bowl. Barbecue as you need to cover all your chicken, and then I'm gonna add some honey. I wish you guys could see how much honey I'm adding. I'm gonna add like a squeeze, but it's hard, so it's not coming out. So add like a good squeeze, or as sweet as you want it, and some cayenne pepper for a little bit of spiciness, as much as you want. As spicy as you like it. Of course, you're gonna add your little bit of oil, butter, or olive oil, so that way you can stir fry your peppers and your onions in. Okay, now I can add all my onions and peppers. Yeah. And then you pour your sauce over the chicken. Turn your oven off now. Let me snap this. Okay, catch the beauty. Yes. Lord, that looks so pretty. So the beans are done. See, now I could use two hands. You see how the potato went into the... Oh shit. Well, it's done. Once the potato go into the fork like that, it's done. It's called Spanish beans. And my rice is done too. Thank you, zucchini, for holding a pot after I needed help 2 years ago. Okay, and there it is, all finished. Very quick video. Sorry I wasn't more detailed in this one, but hey, it is what it is. I tried my best. Have fun. Don't forget to show me you guys pictures.